Holidaymakers looking for a temporary memento of their trip are being warned that they face permanent damage from chemical-filled black henna tattoos. Nearly 3/4 of dermatologists say they've seen an increase in reactions to black henna, which can leave scarring for up to 5 years. Sky's Rebecca Williams reports.
On holiday, henna tattoos are always popular among tourists, but black ones can be dangerous, as James Coley found out.
That's the night I got bleached.
They often contain chemicals that can react with the skin, and doctors told James that the scar from his was likely to last for years.
And she laid me down, said relax, and got like a cotton ball type thing and bleached the skin. It was really painful. At one point she was like, "Oh, we can stop if you want." And I was like, "No, it's okay, I'll go through with it." But yeah, the pain was really like unbearable. I almost passed out, I think.
In this country, traditional henna tattoos are usually harmless and are often done in beauticians like this one here in Cardiff.
Basically, they have to have the skin test before they are going to get the henna. With black henna, because there is chemical in there, so that's why it can go reaction. It can go very bad reaction. With natural henna, organic henna, you can't get any reaction. So I have to advise people that always get the natural henna, which can't go any infection.
Of 288 dermatologists questioned in a recent survey, 72% said they thought the incidences of patients reacting to temporary black henna tattoos was increasing year on year. And so now there's a warning from the British Skin Foundation.
I think my best advice really would be that you're better off just not getting them, simply because you do not know what is in a lot of these products outside the UK. You know, you can't predict who's going to get a reaction and who's not, but if there is any risk that there may be black henna or black henna dye, best avoid it.
James had to have his black henna tattoo bleached off his face. This tweet, which he posted to raise awareness, has already been shared more than 14,000 times. For him, what started out as a bit of post-exam fun with friends turned into something far more serious, and he wants others to learn from his experience. Rebecca Williams, Sky News in Cardiff.
Well, joining us from Leeds to discuss this is Dr. Walayat Hussain, a spokesperson for the British Association of Dermatologists. Dr. Hussain, many thanks for being with us. I imagine for most people watching, the idea of a henna tattoo is a temporary add-on to your skin to celebrate perhaps a trip abroad or an important occasion. But actually, the use of black henna means that people could be suffering the effects of this tattoo for many, many years.
I think you're absolutely right. I think people often, as you say, look at it as a short, temporary bit of fun, but actually the consequences of becoming sensitized to these products, which are unregulated really, can have disastrous effects later on in life. You're absolutely correct.
And is it your experience that the scarring, the use of black henna is on the rise in substantial numbers?
Well, I think because people are going abroad a lot more frequently now, they're going for holiday, they're deciding to get these tattoos primarily when they're away, actually having a bit of fun, as the report mentioned, and they don't really think about the consequences going forward. But even one application can have serious consequences for becoming sensitized later on in life. So yeah, we're definitely seeing an increase.
Explain the difference, Dr. Hussain, between brown henna and black henna. Black henna, we're told, is full of chemicals to which there might be an allergic reaction. So why are some people using the latter instead of the brown henna?
Well, I think because actually it can give you a sort of darker appearance on the skin because it contains this dye called PPD, paraphenyldiamine, and that's the product which actually is used in a lot of dye products which people dye their hair with, etc. And this is what gives the colour. Now, the problem is that even one application can make you sensitized for the rest of your life. So you may have had this black tattoo done many, many years ago, then you come to using hair dye and actually develop a severe allergic reaction to it. And so people are doing it because they're available out there, they're not regulated. And my advice would always be to obviously just use products that are clearly regulated. You don't know what are in these products, and as well as the PPD, which is the main allergen in these products, there are other chemicals that can cause severe irritation on the skin.
So explain, Doctor, if you can, what this allergic reaction is, how it manifests itself. And well, in the report we've just been watching, the young man who decided to get his face henna tattooed like Mike Tyson has a rather permanent reminder of that. But what's actually happened to his skin?
So you can develop a direct irritation on the skin called an irritant dermatitis, whereby your body doesn't like the chemical it's being exposed to. So you get inflammation, you get an eczema type reaction. Now, depending on how severe that is, that can lead to permanent scarring on the skin. If you become sensitized very slowly, what can happen is that as you start to use a hair dye later on down the line more and more frequently, what might start off as an initial bit of redness and scaling around the ears, around the hair, will go on to become a severe anaphylactic reaction. And unfortunately, we have had reports of people actually, unfortunately, losing their life because they become so sensitized to the product in the hair dye that they've ended up having a severe anaphylactic reaction. So it's a very broad spectrum of reactions that can take place.
Is there anything that can be done in the immediate aftermath of the application of black henna if there is an allergic reaction? I suppose I'm asking on behalf of some people who may well be watching this, about to head off on holiday, maybe take a few drinks and wake up the next morning with somewhere on their body a black henna tattoo. Is there anything that they can do to lessen the effects of it in the immediate aftermath?
Well, the first thing they should do is wash it off. If there's any residual compound left on the skin, they should immediately wash it off. And then they should actually seek medical help, because sometimes giving some steroid cream and having active application of anti-inflammatory agents can help lessen the reaction. So my advice would be, obviously, be vigilant. Doesn't matter how much fun you're having, try not to get these products in the first place. But if you do end up getting them, seek medical help as quickly as possible to try and minimise the long-term consequences.
And the advice generally would be just avoid getting these tattoos in the first place, I'm sure. Dr. Walayat Hussain, many, many thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.